Hi everyone! Thanks for checking out the very first video in the Yeti App Design and Development Masterclass. In this series, we'll be walking you through every step of our app building process. If you're using this masterclass to work on an app of your own, you can access the tools and templates discussed in the videos at the link in the description. Throughout this series, we'll be using Yeti's internal project, the Daily Huddle Board, as our example project. The Daily Huddle Board is a tool we've created to help both remote and in-person teams stay connected, happy, and transparent through a single daily meeting. Okay, let's jump right in. The very first thing you'll want to think about when starting out on your product development journey is your user, including their needs, thoughts, and emotions. Developing a deep understanding of these things will allow you to create a great product that people truly enjoy using. There are several tools you can use to get to know your users, starting with user interviews. When done right, these interviews can uncover your product users' underlying motivations and potential biases. They'll also lay the groundwork for the user personas you'll be creating later on in your design and development process. To start the user interview process, you'll want to think about exactly who you'll be interviewing. If you have a pre-existing product that you're hoping to improve upon, you can interview some of its current users. But in the likely case that you are starting your product from scratch, you'll want to begin by brainstorming who your product's ideal user will be. A good way to do this is by considering things like their job, the apps they currently use, and the problems they have that your app can solve. Once you have a good idea of what your ideal user will look like, you can begin creating a list of interview questions. These are some of the questions we used for our daily huddle board interviews. You'll want to make sure that the questions you're creating will provide you with deep insight into the user's needs and desires and the problems that they're currently facing. Once you're armed with a great list of interview questions, you're ready to begin recruiting and interviewing users. When recruiting users, you'll want to make sure to avoid anyone affiliated with the design and development of your product. This will help you avoid biased responses and skewed results. Once you've recruited around 5 individuals, you're ready to begin interviewing. You'll want to begin your interview by explaining the purpose of the interview and any instructions you may have. Make sure to let the person you're interviewing know that they can be honest and direct and not worry about potentially hurting your feelings. It can be helpful to have a script prepared. Here's an example of a script we've used during our daily huddle board interview process. As you're conducting the interview, feel free to go off script to gain more context about the user's thought process. You should also make sure to take note of subtle clues about what the individual is thinking and feeling. Body language will tell you a lot. Once you've completed all of your user interviews, you'll be armed with a ton of information about your ideal user. Your next steps will be synthesizing all the information you've gathered during your interviews using empathy mapping and user personas. The next video in the Masterclass series covers how to utilize both of these tools and more. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Tony Sherba, CEO and co-founder here at Yeti. Over the past 10 years, we've worked with some of the best companies, startups and Fortune 500s, designing and developing innovative software products from our San Francisco shop. If you found this video helpful and informative, feel free to subscribe to this channel. We're always creating new and helpful content based on our experiences. If you want to dig in further, check out the link in the description for our resources page. There you'll find templates and guides to help you on your product development journey. Thanks.